Hello, it's Patricia Finney, also known as P.F. Chisholm. I write the Sir Robert Carey series of 16th century historical crime novels. And this is the historical novelist's guide to ... hygiene. Now, this video carries a rant warning because I get a bit ranty about hygiene. Because first of all, there's this notion, it's quite a fashionable notion, that everybody before around 1900 was incredibly dirty and smelly and horrible and never bathed and never did anything. And Queen Elizabeth had a bath every month whether she needed it or not. Ho, 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 ho. Which, it's wrong. Hygiene, first of all, was difficult. Hygiene is hard work. If you haven't got running water, if you haven't got a boiler in the basement to heat the water up, if you haven't even got a toilet, you've got to use a pot under the bed or the jakes and in the backyard. If you've got any kind of dirt on your clothes, you couldn't clean it. You had to find a way of brushing it off or dabbing it off or something. There was no dry cleaning. Yes, hygiene was very, very difficult. And that meant it was prized. It was something considered valuable. It showed if you were a gentleman, you were not stinky, promise you. If you were an ordinary person, you did your best not to be stinky. I will continue on this theme. There will be more about hygiene, because at the root of the problem is that we have this idea that people in the past were stupid. Now, it is true that people in the past didn't know a lot of things that we know. They didn't know about bacteria, for instance. It's true, they didn't. No idea. But they were not stupid. And they knew that bad smells usually led to illness. They didn't know how or why, but they did know that bad smells, illness. And so they did their absolute best not to have bad smells. Now, this is where we get into the underwear question. Because what can you do if you can't get a shower every morning? How do you not stink? Very easy. You wear linen. Because linen has a wicking action. It takes the dirt, the grease, the sweat away from your body into its fibres. And then you wash the linen, you boil the linen, you can boil linen, and it'll be lovely and clean again. So, contrary to most of these most fashionable and admittedly successful TV series about people in the past, I mention no names, but watch where my eyes rest, Maria. People there are always wearing, they don't seem to wear any linen. No. People always wore linen. Linen was the first layer. Linen protected you from the rubbing of your clothes and the clothes from you. And it really mattered. A gentleman was expected to shift his shirt at least every 2 days. A gentleman who was serving at court had better shift his shirt every day, because the Queen was very nasally sensitive and hated the smell of musk. So not only could you better remember to shift your shirt every day, you'd also better not wear musk-scented boots because she hated them. So hygiene was something you had to achieve. And you would change your shirt, and you would use sweet smelling herbs like lavender and rose. Yes, people did wash, and they didn't wash nearly as often as nowadays. But in fact, linen can make the difference. It really can. We should go back to wearing linen and maybe doing less showering. Maybe not. I love my shower. I love having a daily shower. I may tell you about that another time. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, scroll down, leave a comment. Find me on Patricia Finney author page. Or the best thing you can do, if you haven't already done it, is go to my website, patriciafinney.com, and sign up for my email list. And this is Patricia Finney saying farewell.